Coming up, troops at Devens prepare for a sniper attack. A covered bridge has a treacherous tale, and a shoe store closes its doors after 75 years. It's all ahead on SunCast.
Good afternoon. I'm Bridget Scrimenti. Soldiers at Fort Devens, including a Westford native, trained with state police for a sniper attack. The exercise prepared members of the U.S. Army's 10th Mountain Division who are scheduled to be deployed to Iraq. In this tactical drill, soldiers protected a U.S. dignitary.
They brought him here to engage in a meeting with a simulated Iraqi general and staff. Upon arrival, with the 3 Humvees, a lead, a middle escort, if you will, and then a tail, there's a fire, a sniper shot.
Westford native Chris Considine was one of the soldiers who participated in the drill.
Essentially, we reacted to it as we should have, and the fact that nobody saw it and nobody returned fire is also, that's good. That's a safety issue.
Now a Sun special project in Pepperell. The chesterwaters bridge is about to be torn down and replaced. We'll give you an inside look on the rebuilding of the bridge and its history, along with the people who love it. Log on to extras.lowellsun.com. This landmark has a patriotic past. Reporter Jack Minch explains.
Travel through this historic treasure. The Waterous Bridge is one of a few covered bridges in New England. But this Pepperell landmark has a treacherous tale of patriotism and espionage dating back to the Revolutionary War.
Prudence had just lost a child in infancy, and I imagine that she might have been up at her mother's house getting some solace from her. And she overheard her brother, the Loyalist, conspiring with another fellow, Benjamin Whiting, who was also a Loyalist. They were conspiring to bring information to the British regulars of the whereabouts of the powder that was stored in Powder House in Groton.
Prudence Cummings Wright, a patriot, was outraged after hearing that her own brother, Samuel Cummings, and his friend Benjamin were plotting to bring information to the British. She and other women stopped the men at the crossing where the bridge now stands.
Down at the bridge, they waited and waited during the night for these 2 riders to come by, and finally they did, on their horses, Benjamin Whiting and Samuel Cummings. At which point the women stopped the men and asked them to dismount, and said, we believe that you're carrying a message to the British.
The bridge was replaced by a covered bridge that opened in 1848. That bridge survived over a century of floods and hurricanes until 1958, when the state determined it was unsafe. The Waterous Bridge was built to replace it and opened in 1963.
This bridge is a real source of pride for this community.
Jerry Bazikas has a strong affection for the bridge. Her family-owned business, the Pepperell Spa, is a fixture in town and is located just blocks away from the covered bridge.
It's a landmark of Pepperell. I mean, it's always been here, and it's just something that we would miss terribly. It's just one of the things that we absolutely have to have in Pepperell.
Now, the bridge is slated to be replaced by a new covered bridge. The current bridge will be torn down and a new one built and opened by 2010. In Pepperell, Jack Minch for LowellSun.com.
Thanks, Jack. They might have waited on you hand and foot. A local is closing their family-owned shoe store. Business editor Dan O'Brien has more.
Is it out with the old and in with the new? It may seem that way on Middlesex Street in Lowell with the construction of a new parking garage. But for the owners of this 76-year-old shoe business, the decision to close later this year is entirely their own.
We decided that we're getting older and it's time to retire.
As the new Middlesex Street garage awaits new business owners, Albert and Barbara Bernstein are winding down operations at Factory Shoe Outlet, which has served Greater Lowell customers since 1932. While many small businesses have faltered as shopping moved to the malls during the second half of the 20th century, the Bernsteins were able to survive.
We try to give good service, and we've ordered special orders for people if they needed wide widths that we didn't have, extra large sizes, or small sizes.
The couple have seen styles and tastes change over the years.
When I first started, there were a lot of, the really older women used to buy what they called a Cuban heel. It was a tie shoe with a really thick heel. And those were just fading out then. And then we had a lot of, they were $2.99 at the time, women's leather dress shoes with fairly high heels. Then they all started wearing sneakers. Everybody started wearing sneakers.
After a long career in retail, the couple look forward to spending more time with their 2 daughters and 2 grandchildren.
Oh, I will miss it. I'm used to coming down here. It'll be a change.
Albert does not like change. I don't mind change.
It's not far from here that city officials, along with Boston-based development firm Trinity Financial, are planning to convert approximately 11 acres of land into 2 million square feet of new development, a mixture of commercial space and up to 700 new apartments. They can only hope to lure businesses that stay as long as Factory Street Outlet.
Yeah, we're going to be part of history.
This is the kind of business that the city hopes to draw more of in downtown Lowell, ones that last 76 years. Reporting from Middlesex Street in Lowell for SunCast, I'm Dan O'Brien.
Thanks, Dan. A Boston favorite is coming to Lowell. Gourmet Gal has all the info on tap.
Who wants a beer? Boston Beer Works is opening on Cabot Street in Lowell. Find out all the rumors on tap at the Gourmet Gal blog. And they're smart, successful, and they're the young professionals of Greater Lowell. Get to know them in this Sunday Sun.
Thanks, Kathleen. Coming up, concerts and celebrity sightings. Entertainment reporter Rachel Briere has more.
Thanks, Bridget. Melissa Etheridge will return to Lowell this summer for 2 shows at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium on Friday, July 18th and Saturday, July 19th. Tickets go on sale this Saturday. Thinking about joining the circus? The Garden Brothers Circus swings into the Songus Arena on April 8th. Think you've been seeing some Hollywood types in the Mill City? It's the truth. Film crews for this side of the truth have been spotted at Centro, Cobblestones, Ricardo's, and they start their day at Brood Awakenings Coffee House. If you spot any celebrities in any downtown Lowell location, drop a line to the frosting at thesunblog.com. That's your daily dish. Back to you, Bridget.
Thanks, Rachel. That wraps up this edition of SunCast, featured every Tuesday and Friday. Be sure to check back in with LowellSun.com for the latest news and information. Have a great afternoon.